Ladies and gentlemen, Documentary David here with breaking news. Apparently, the union has not been sticking up for the rights of its black carpenters. That's right, we have a live eyewitness testimony to the discrimination, and it is airing now. Documentary David here with a union carpenter who has been #1 on the out of work list all summer. He is frustrated and he has something to say.
Yeah, man. Well, I started this apprenticeship, in my head, I'm thinking this would be a new start, a new, fresh start. I had high hopes. I thought that inclusion, diversity was still respectable in society, but apparently not. I've ran across a lot of barriers. A lot of hiccups. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm an apprentice. I'm green, which means I really don't know much. But
Your first period.
I'm first period. Yeah, definitely.
How long have you been first period apprentice?
A year. A year.
And how long? Yeah.
I've been a first period for a year. I've only been in the field 2 months since I've been in this apprenticeship. And from that first job site, I went to another job site. Actually, I went to 2 job sites. I went to the next one for 2 weeks. And I'll tell you, there is a lot of nepotism. There is discrimination. It's all of that, I've been on the ready to work list for almost a year. I finally made it to #1. I'm not getting dispatched.
Now we have you told me that you did get dispatched twice and it didn't get honored. Can you tell the people about that?
Yes. My first dispatch that was basically rejected was a dispatch in San Francisco. So I called the hiring manager. I got my dispatch paper. I'm getting ready to call the hiring manager. Boom. Phone ring. He answers the phone. I tell him my name, tell him, I'm a first period, insulator. He tells me, oh, well, where do you live? I say Oakland. Oh, well, in order to be on this job site, you have to be a San Francisco resident, right?
Now, you have to be a San Francisco resident. That's not really a rule. That's a preferred rule. But why do you think he enforced it?
I think he enforced it because he heard through my voice that I was African American. I mean, there's other people on that job site who aren't San Francisco residents. They're coming from all these other places. I mean, who's going to go to the job site and ask everybody for their ID and ask everyone, hey, if they even have a San Francisco address.
Right.
So
that's a good thing that Mayor London Breed implemented, is that people from San Francisco should be working, but it seems to be reaching out as a form of discrimination, being used as a weapon for discrimination. Would you agree to that?
I would.
And the second dispatch.
Well, the second dispatch, they knew better than to print out a dispatch paper this time. Because now I have a paper trail.
Right.
So the second time, they called me with a job lead because I finally made it to #1 on the list. So instead of trying to give me a dispatch, they said, hey, you know what? Call this number. Call this number. Yeah, it's a lead, man. Call him and see. They said they need an apprentice. I call him. He says, yes, we do need an apprentice. Where do you live? Oakland. Oh, man. The job was all the way in Modesto. But I was willing to travel that far just so I can have, a job.
Feed your baby. I feel you.
Oh, man, you live too far, man. That's, we're looking for people out of local 152. Someone a little closer. But then y'all just called 713 in Hayward. And then when I talk to y'all act like y'all didn't talk to nobody.
Ooh.
So now y'all acting like y'all confused.
Right. Well,
and these are the games that's being played.
These
because
are the
they
games.
Think we're naive. Oh, maybe they think black is dumb. I don't know, but At the end of the day, I'm an American. This is my birthright. I was born in this country. Treat me like an American. Treat me like an honorable citizen. Don't treat me like a reject. Because honestly, I'm not the reject.
Yeah, they got some rejects in the field, but we ain't gonna speak on it this episode. Well, thank you very much for your interview, sir. I hope that you get to work soon enough.